Rich Schefren here, and today I have a question for you. Do you sell what people need, or do you sell what they want? Now, the reason I ask is that it's standard marketing advice: sell people what they want, not what they need. However, Strategic Profits, we sell people what they need, even though they don't necessarily want it until they first have been educated as to why they should want it and ultimately why they need it. Now, in order for us to do that at Strategic Profits, what we needed to do was create educational style marketing. And in the first 5 years of our business, I did that writing reports. So I wrote the Internet Business Manifesto. I wrote the Missing Chapter, the Final Chapter, the Attention Age Doctrine 1 and 2, the Maven Manifesto, and the Entrepreneurial Emergency, the Uncertainty Syndrome. Each of those reports have made us several millions of dollars each, $1.5 million to the $4.5 million being the best. And it wasn't until about 2 years ago where we stopped writing reports and we switched over to webinars. And the reason we went over to webinars was that while it's easy to download a PDF, a report, you can't really bank on people reading it. And because of that, you also don't know whether they've read it or not, if they read half of it or not. But with webinars, you can tell that. You can tell who's shown up and actually watched it, who didn't show up and therefore didn't watch it, and who's only watched half or watched all of it and not bought. And because of that, we've been able to grow our business significantly over the last 2 years. In addition to that, I've seen the number of hours that I've worked go down and down and down till basically I'm kind of semi-retired at this point, believe it or not. And I bring all this up to you today because right now there's a promotion going on online. And if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's Mike Filsaime's Evergreen Business System. And what Mike has done is he's created a webinar software system that basically does every single thing that I had to pay my programmers, my team, 6 figures to put in place about 2 years ago. So you get the benefit of that for not a lot of money. So I strongly recommend that you check it out. Now, in addition to that, because it's a launch, people have thrown up different bonuses. And so you should probably check out the bonuses that are out there if you decide that your business will do as well with webinars, or you'll do as well with webinars as we have done. I'll tell you that our bonus is a $10,000 training that we did about evergreen event-driven marketing. Since we were one of the originators of the concept, we offered to our top clients a $10,000 2-day event, system, seminar, whatever you want to call it, where we basically broke out everything that we had learned over the last 2 years with our events, because we've changed them, we've modified approaches, and so we were showing people how to put them together and what we have found works best. So you should check that out, whether you buy from us or someone else or not. But the reason I bring it up is that if you decide to sell people what they need instead of what they want, it requires you to be a much better marketer. It requires you to ultimately get your prospects to want what they need. And that's not always easy. And so while it is more certain to sell people what they want instead of what they need, it is more fulfilling, it's more rewarding, and therefore you leave more of a legacy if you sell people what they need, because you generate a lot more success because of it, which is why we've generated so much success at Strategic Profits, because we're good enough to sell people what they need instead of what they want, and because they get what they need, they're much more likely to succeed. So what about you? Tell me, do you sell what people want, or do you sell people what they need? And if you do sell people what they want, how do you go about it? And if you sell people what they need, how do you go about it? I'm finally getting back into the swing of things of doing these daily videos, but my family's out of town. They've been out of town for about a week and a half now. They're coming back in a week and a half. And you know, with the family gone, it's just been kind of a mini vacation of me sitting in my house, not really motivated to do much. And because I have these webinars working for me and our business run by very competent people, I've just been kind of taking it easy. So that's what you can have if you have a webinar system working on your behalf. And so check it out, and Higher Profits and Beyond. I'll speak to you hopefully tomorrow when I put out another video. Schefren out.